When I set out on my motorbike from London across Africa 15 years ago, I had little idea where my travels would lead, to Cape Town and the end of the road, I presumed. I had no plans to drive back on the same machine and then write a book about the journey. But 3 books, a number of travel articles, and many miles later, my passion for travel led me to setting up Wild Frontiers in 2002. Wild Frontiers is an adventure travel company, but for us the emphasis is more on the travel than it is on the adventure. We believe the journey is just as important as the destination. For us, what happens on the road, the things you see, the places you stay, and the people you meet are just as important as the destination itself. We believe it's about an authentic experience of cultural immersion in the places that you're visiting. You know, I used to be a travel writer, a storyteller. And for me, running a travel company is just the same. It's about taking our clients, casting them as the protagonists and building the story around them. And it doesn't make any difference if that's an extreme trekking trip in the Hindu Kush or a luxury safari in the Masai Mara. The idea is the same, to create a unique experience for them and cast them center stage. I want our clients to get as close to the world that I was lucky enough to experience as a travel writer in the time period they have available. I don't want them to feel like tourists. It's our job to help them feel like travelers. That's why I like to think of Wild Frontiers as the traveler's travel company. We run trips to around 50 destinations across 4 continents, from the deserts of North Africa to the mountains of Asia, and from the Patagonian steppes through to the beaches and rainforests of Southeast Asia. We run small group tours and unique tailor-made holidays. We always try to run these on routes that we've discovered for ourselves, where we've made contacts and friends, thus ensuring the best possible experience for our clients and the peoples whose lands we're visiting. We were the first people back into Pakistan after 9/11. We were the first people back into Kashmir after a decade of tourist isolation. And we were the first company to run a commercial travel trip into Afghanistan for over 30 years. We run the kind of trips that we as travelers love to do ourselves. So when you call the office, you'll be chatting to people that know the location, that know the terrain, and can offer sound advice from personal experience. As far as the trips are concerned, on our group tours, we like to include everything, leaving you free to enjoy the adventure and not worry about what you have to pay for and what you don't have to pay for. On the tailor-made side, we'll advise you the best way to go so you can avoid some of the traditional pitfalls people experience. So you might end up on a yak fur rug in a nomad's yurt. You might end up in a 4-poster bed in a royal palace. You could trek over a high mountain pass in the Himalayas, or walk with lions in the African bush. Or you could just sit and share a joke with a pagan shepherd on the veranda of his home. But whatever trip you take, the experience will be once in a lifetime. Well, until you come back next year.